Hello, Beady friends. It's a holiday weekend. Are we excited? I hope you are one of the lucky people who is going to get an extra day off this weekend. I was actually telling Mom last night when I went home, because didn't get home till maybe close to 8 o'clock or so last night. And I was telling her that I'm kind of getting close to burnout mode again, because I've been working every weekend. And so it's definitely time for me to have a couple days off. So we're just going to have to see what happens this weekend. There's a bunch of things that are kind of pending in the back, on the back burner. So I might not be able to take this weekend off, but I'm going to make sure that I get at least one day at home and possibly 2 days at home. And then maybe a full weekend off coming in the next couple weeks, because it's just been nonstop basically since I got back from the Czech Republic. But that makes sense because honestly, the summer is always our busy time. So I just have more things going on. We've got more product coming in the door. We've got more product going out the door. There's a lot of things to juggle over the summer. And if it is not summer where you are yet, trust me, it is summer here in Texas. We have a heat index today that they anticipate will hit 104. And over the weekend, the actual temperature is going to hit close to 100 or 100. It probably will hit 100 in Austin proper, where we are, we're about 4 to 5 degrees below that. But because of the humidity levels, they say the heat index this weekend is going to get up to 108. And I'm just like, no, I'm not ready. But yes, you're right, Paulette. I have definitely learned to listen to my own signals with that. And so the fact that I was feeling so dragged out and everything last night was a big signal to me that I needed to take some personal time. Obviously, we've had a lot going on with Poppy. By the way, Poppy is doing quite a bit better today. Yesterday was a rough day. She had a pretty high pain level yesterday. But today she's definitely healing up better. Her wound is looking fantastic. Mom and I took a look at it just less than an hour ago, and so it's healing really nicely. And she just seems more like herself today. She's getting up and walking around the warehouse and that kind of thing, where yesterday she was just like in one spot and not moving hardly at all, and occasionally kind of whimpering from some pain. So the good news is that she's a fast healer, and so she's really bouncing back. Okay, so in the meantime, what I've been working on so hard for the last couple days is getting all sorts of goodies together for today's live sale. I know it is the start of Memorial Day weekend, and there may be some people who are traveling today. They're not maybe going to be able to make it to the sale, but hopefully a lot of you will make it, because I have got really fantastic stuff on today's sale, including some stuff that I might have been hoarding here at the warehouse because I couldn't bear to part with it. I finally had a little lecture. I gave a lecture to myself. I said, you bought these beads with the intention of selling them to other people who will give them good homes, and you can't keep them yourself. And so I'm going to show you that the very first thing that prompted me to have this discussion with myself today, because I've been holding on to them for 5 months, finally ready to let go. Okay. Lepidolite in a bicone cut. They're 8mm bicones. Can you believe how gorgeous these babies are? And so just so that I wouldn't feel too sad about letting them go on today's live sale, I did adopt a strand myself. Because how could I not? I mean, lepidolite in a bicone cut. Oh my God. I also have this gorgeous green angelite. You guys have loved this in the past when I've had this on. This time it is a pebble cut. Look at how pretty. There are occasionally, I mean, it's a natural stone. There's occasionally going to be a little bit of an inclusion here and there. But for the most part, these are remarkably inclusion free. So those are gorge. This is another one I've been kind of holding on to from Tucson. And this is, look at the pretty labradorite and look at the gorgeous flash in these babies. They are they're actually a measure, they're 3.7mm roughly rounds, faceted rounds, really gorgeous quality on these babies. finally going to let you guys have them instead of me having all of them, because we know that I can't use all of them. How about some gorgeous hematite? The colors on this is just gorgeous. I'm calling it raspberry rainbow. And they are really, really gorgeous. And this is this really cool cut. There we go. It's this barrel cut that has kind of the softened edges on the side. So it's, while it's a cylinder cut, it's just got that soft edge. Oh my goodness, Lisa is joining us from the middle of the Caribbean. It's only appropriate for you of all people, Lisa, because you're such an ocean lover. I'm jealous. I'm so glad that you're on a cruise, though. And by the way, thank you to everybody who's joining me here on the live. So I'm always like, when I come onto these Facebook lives, I'm like, is anybody going to show up? But now I've also added the YouTube audience in these days. And so now my chances of somebody showing up are doubled. Okay, I'm not finished showing you a preview of today's live sale. Looky, looky, Chinese bicones. These are 6x4 millimeter. And in this gorgeous fuchsia, aqua to purple to fuchsia gradient on these. Really nice price. They're only $4 a strand, or $4.25. I think they're $4.25 a strand. Anyway, but enough about the gemstone stuff, right? Because I just came back from the Czech Republic, or I just got my shipments in from the Czech Republic, and I want to show you some of the beads that I'm putting in today's sale from that. We do have some lovely, speaking of the sun, some laser etched sun beads. And these guys have, it's the slipper coating, but it's matte. And so sometimes you're going to get purple ones. Sometimes they're going to look more blue. Sometimes they're going to look more yellow. Really gorgeous on that turquoise background. Again, very summerish. Look at these babies. I love the shape. I always have. And this colorway is just gorgeous. It's kind of that blue luster underneath with a bit of a green tint on top. Kind of that olive green on top. It's just very earthy looking. Love those. Was super excited when I saw those in the Czech Republic. We have got some mallow flowers. We've got a couple colors in 8 millimeter. This is the only one that we have in the 10 millimeter size. And so those are going to be on today's sale. Look at these tulip bud beads. All three of these have the same finish, and they look so fantastic all together. Look at these colors. There's the lavender, kind of milky, with this one kind of has, yeah, like an antique gold. These all have kind of an antique gold. Look at that beautiful milky kind of pumpkin kind of color. And then the milky rose. So all three of these colors, I wanted to show them all three together because they do look so good together. And then I found some really cool bay leaf beads. And so these are very, very interesting. I love the shape of the leaf. First of all, look at how cute. This is actually a white bead underneath with a green wash and then full AB over it. And they kind of look like a celadon green is the overall effect. And they are super duper sparkly because of that full AB coating. Then these guys are full vitriol coating. So party. This is one of my favorite things, is a full vitriol color. There's the other side. And you're going to be so surprised because this is full vitriol in matte. And it changes so very much. So here you're getting a much more earthy kind of blue-green tone to it. It's really, really hard to believe that those two are the same color, but just one is mattified, and that's just how it reacts to those chemicals. So that is just a hint of what is going to be in today's live sale. I see that Angie's on. I promised you some laser etched beads, and we were definitely going to have a bunch of laser etched. I don't have huge quantities on most of the laser etched because I am still waiting on a shipment from the vendor where I bought the most laser etched stuff, but I will have a little variety of shapes and designs today. And just lots and lots of goodies. So at this point, we will have some Swarovski on too. I've got some 8mm rounds. I've got some of the 5601 cubes today. And there will be more flowers on today's sale too. So if you haven't joined us before, right there at jwdlive.com is where you want to go today. And it starts at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock Pacific. That jwdlive.com is one of the best places to watch. If you have not shopped with us before, you might want to go there ahead of time and register for an account. That's going to make sure that you're ready to go once the sale starts. And the other thing is that we have the JWD Live app, and that's available on both Android and iOS. There is a link to download the app on jwdlive.com. And then if you want to, you can also watch this on Facebook, and it will be live streaming on the Jill Wiseman Designs business page. All right. So I've talked about all that. I also wanted to mention that we're having a great big Memorial Day weekend sale on jillwisemandesigns.com. So instead of the live site, this is the regular site. We are having 20% off everything in the store, except bead on it boards, tools, and kits. Those are the only things that the 20% does not apply to. I only do this sale like once or twice a year. So you guys probably want to jump on that this weekend. Okay, so I hope I get to see you at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, yada, yada, right there at jdwlive.com. Mom will be with me. Poppy will be with us. And we want to start your long holiday weekend out with some beads and a bang. All right. We'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.